So you're not going to believe this. The Karmelo Anthony comments were completely wiped. You can only see the numbers now. And I asked myself, why would they do that? And I'll tell you why. Because a few weeks ago with the whole Karmelo Anthony thing, all those comments were blatantly horrible, saying, good, get rid of the white man, la-di-da-di-da. Very, very hateful. But they're wiped now. So now the media and everyone else is going to be able to look at the comments of the current situation with the little white girl saying the horrible thing. For the record, I don't think it's okay to do that to a 5-year-old. I don't think it's okay to hurt someone and then get 600,000, because we all know that if the roles were reversed and that was a little white kid that did that to a black kid and actually unalived him, if they would have let him out of jail, it would have turned into a George Floyd. If it wasn't already a George Floyd, there would be thousands of people protesting for the injustice.
We're letting tribalism get in the way of truth. Being black shouldn't mean getting held to a different standard, for better or for worse. We can't keep doing this thing where black people are always 100% victims and 0% responsible. We can't fight yesterday's injustice with today's double standard. That hurts everyone, including black people. Because if you look for reasons to apply a double standard, others will look for reasons to apply a double standard to you. Karmelo, kid, he turned a disagreement into a death. He took it from 0 to 100 when he had every chance to walk away.
Yes, as days are going by, a lot of informations are surfacing on social media. Seraphim posted this recently, confirmed Next Generation Action Network, a frontline organization run by felon Dominic Alexander, is being funded by George Soros affiliated money. Dominic Alexander is currently advocating for the Karmelo Anthony family. He has publicly admitted to assisting with Karmelo's Give and Go campaign and securing legal defense for him. When you look at this situation, like people going further to dig up information about this, it is reaching a certain level. Like, I'm even scared that this is a national case. This is not just a small thing, as you can see it. Some people thought this was just something that can end like that. No, it is beyond what you might be thinking. And the end result of this will lead to something we didn't expect. Now I'm going to show you something that was discovered. Let's take a look at this.
I think the greatest deception of this generation is the fact that y'all still think this is about black versus white, and it's not about light versus darkness. Y'all still think this is about race and not spirituality.
The whole world's blown up about this. Have you heard about this story? So let me tell you where we are right now. I want to show you like one aspect of this thing, and it's just about the money. Let's take a look. As of right now tonight, 434 grand she's raised, right? For saying the N-word in a park when she caught a kid going through her bag, right? Listen, I'm the messenger. Let me show you. It's in protest of this kid, Karmelo Anthony, he's got 520 in this one, and I hear he's got another one with another 2 and change in it, right? So he's almost got $1 million. She's got almost $500,000 now, and people are saying if Karmelo's gonna get all that money, then we should give her money too. That's what they're saying. And when you come over here to the Metcalfs, right? It's 550. It's 550. So this kid gets unalived by that other kid that gets 520 from this one and another 200 and change from another one. And then out of anger, this one gets another $500,000, right? And they say America's finished, right? This in itself should be a made-for-TV series, right? Netflix needs to pick this up immediately. She's raised the goal to $1 million there, right? So listen, anything can happen in this country, right? Stick around. So people say, how crazy is America in 2025? Let me show you. This kid right here, his name is Karmelo Anthony, and he's raised $520,000 for taking the life of this kid right here, Austin Metcalf, which the Metcalf family has raised $550,000. And let me tell you what, the Americans are pissed that this guy gets all that money, right? There's, self-defense, right? Look at this, $520,000 they've raised for this guy. Here, protest, piss, and vinegar, they started donating money to her. Shiloh. Now, Shiloh has raised $525,000 for what? Because she called a black kid the N-word for going through her baby bag at a park, right? Somebody recorded it, uploaded it. I just out of spite. She's already raised $525,000, and it's only the second day of her Give Sing Go. Basic recap. Karmelo Anthony, he gets $500,000 for unalive Austin Metcalf, who gets $550,000, and in turn, Shiloh, she gets $525,000. That's just Saturday morning, that's how much she's raised. Wait till you see how much it is at the end of today. It's going to be astronomical. That's how crazy America is in 2025. It's almost like they're baiting us about something, right?
I'm even confused, like, what is going on? When you take a look at these, so now let's look at the gift Sengo, Karmelo Anthony's family. According to the Dallas Express, the gift Sengo fund for Karmelo Anthony, the accused and self-admitted high school Austin Metcalf has reported some unusual donations pattern. Numerous anonymous donations to the Help Carmelo official fund appears with identical messages and similar amount of money. These donations often occur within meaning of each other and at all as this pattern repeat with donations that disclose the giver's name. However, this is rare. Even typos and grammar errors reappear in the repetitive donations. One instance documented by the Dallas Express on April 8th at this. I don't want to go into these full details. This is just to show you what exactly is going on. People calling out just Soros like
This Karmelo Anthony case is extremely disturbing. I outlaid a bit of the facts before we went to break. But what's happening now is this is weirdly breaking down along racial lines because Karmelo is black. The kid he was white, Austin Metcalf. Austin Metcalf, 17, perfect GPA, being recruited to play in various schools for college, like a football star, MVP. Karmelo Anthony also said to be a good student and possibly also getting recruited to play in college and I think football. And he shows up at this track meet and apparently decides to sit in Austin Metcalf's like area. I guess they sit by teams. And I don't know if they were playing on rival teams, but Austin and Karmelo did not go to the same school. And so I'm not sure if he was trying to provoke a fight or something, but he decided to go sit in the tent that Austin and his twin brother and their team, like supporting friends, were under. Austin Metcalf reportedly, this is from the police report, and witnesses cited therein, told him to leave, to get out of Austin's seat. And he turned to him and said something to the effect of, make me, said like, if you lay hands on me, see what happens, something like that. And as he was doing it, he was reaching into a bag, and Austin Metcalf did put hands on him and tried to make him get out of the seat, and he stabbed him through the heart with a knife that he had in that bag. It's just a depraved act. It's a depraved act. I don't know what's wrong with the family he grew up.
What he has failed into is the political operatives that want to make this thing a political thing of hate, yet bigotry, and yet
here. Political operatives motivating this family with hate. There is no dispute. There's no dispute that Karmelo Anthony, Austin Metcalf in the heart with a knife, not being threatened with any sort of weapon himself.
Yes, what is disturbing to me is the fact that there are still people standing up to defend this guy. There is no justification to take away someone's life. No matter how you twist it, we tell me this happened, there's still no justification. That is, in fact, there is no sufficient text that you can explain to me, like, I did this because of, at a certain point, we are living in a society where things like this happen every day. Now, it is a battle for donations. People want to see who is taking more money. Why are people donating to the... What message are we actually sending out to these people, to little ones growing up? It is like people are encouraging this to happen every single day. If care is not taken, we will see more cases like this. I feel bad when I see this happening. Comparison here and there. I played Dr. Omar yesterday on one of my videos. Just from the comment section, you can clearly see the mind people have toward this situation. I don't want to go further into this. I just want to appreciate people supporting me. I'm grateful. God bless you abundantly. Continue to follow through. I will update you on anything happening. If you see any clip after this, that is for the YouTube algorithm. Like I said, I'm struggling to improve on how I speak for people who still complain.
Worst possible interpretation. Austin is a racist, which, by the way, there is zero support for. Some left-wing loons got that going on X, and I hope you all face defamation lawsuits. There's zero support for that. But let's just go with the worst case thing you could imagine, where Austin Metcalf said something racist. No one's alleging that. And that Karmelo Anthony got upset and said, yeah, I'm not leaving.
He says, but what if he says self-defense?
There's no self-defense because kids in here and resolve this issue is called conflict resolution.
Again, the evidence is still coming in.
This is definitely a self-defense case because it always is one until you look at the facts.
Because she's fearful of what might happen to her.
Followers for anything, and then the
Registration Act is
talking about this man,
My summary of the first 100 days is that
if film and TV productions continue to
first term, and you will be very.
Somebody has to say it. So let me.